Good evening, morning, afternoon, freaks and geeks. This is Reluge, and welcome to the final in-depth look at Temu. If you don't know, I did kind of like a unboxing for some Temu packages that we got. We've ordered, well, not exactly ordered. We got some free stuff from Temu again. Here's the videos of the opening of those, just to show that we got what we ordered. Alright. This is oh, is there a flashlight? I thought it was just a battery charger. No, it's a flashlight.
Is it not a battery charger?
Yeah, because it says on the label, outdoor protection, solar power bank. So I thought it was just going to be like a power bank for like charging. But there's a flashlight thing? Thing with a C cord and a clip. Oh, gotcha. It's a flashlight with a power bank. Okay. I mean, now we have a flashlight that's solar powered.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I wish it would like say right on the up front, flashlight, like instead of being buried among the letters. I could have worded that a lot better. Cool. But it does look like you can connect it up to things to charge it too. That's really nifty.
Dad?
Hmm?
We need to make a video of us sculpting.
This one came a bit late. I don't know if it's because of Temu or the United States Postal Office. I don't know. But they gave me $5 as a in a refund because it came late, which is nice. Yeah, I got all of it for free. So, oh wow. Okay, this is a bit bigger than I expected. It's like twice as big as I thought it was going to be. Oh, it is. And it's okay. Good. It's not a squeaker, but
said the same thing about him not getting his toy until he got a timeout. Oh, is that his toy?
yeah, it's not a squeaker, but at least it's like soft. Even like the horns are a bit soft, so it's like rough play safe, and I like that. Then got a little Ankylosaurus knockoff Lego. I don't even know like the brand it's supposed to be from. It just says like creative building toy, and I'm like, it's not exactly creative if it's like you're putting together something that's been already designed. Although, aha, there we go. It's okay. Oh boy, this is very knockoff.
What is that for?
His little feet.
How are you supposed to know which ones are his front and back?
I have a feeling they all are the same. Oh, no, one's bigger. So the bigger one goes in back.
Yeah. Which means that this one is also the other bigger one.
Thank you, stagehand.
Hmm?
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
You were very slow on the uptake on that.
Another dinosaur.
Yeah, it's a Lego dinosaur. Oh, wait.
I think it was great, weren't you?
Ooh, I want to see, I want to see.
I like this. And it's got like a little thing for like Lego people to sit on. It's kind of cool. Now I saved the best for last. Zelda music. Play it. Me, please. No, don't. I want to play the actual music. Alright, ready? Go. Pause for dramatic. Cha! I've been wanting one of these since I saw them. And they're on Temu for a little bit cheaper than what they were before. They're really cool. Rawr.
They said wide.
Okay, so like I said, the main reason why I'm showing those, so far we've got what we ordered. There's one exception though. My wife, even though they got like our address clear and they've sent stuff to us before, for some reason they sent one of her packages into California instead of Pennsylvania. We don't know how the mix-up happened. So she had to get a refund, and I think that was through the United States Postal Service instead of like directly through Temu. So yeah. But today I want to cover some things about the app and also some concerns that I found on the internet. Temu. Alright, so I wanted to point out something with the app before I get into anything else. They got a lot of free stuff you can do. That's like free shipping and whatnot. but it requires you to send links to your friends for them to join. And then they can send links, and then they can send links, and it all really seems like a huge pyramid scheme. However, there's two programs up here that you don't exactly need to require. And that's Farmland and Fishland. They're like little app games, which is actually kind of interesting. You can, there's like a lot of water you can claim. Oh, it gave me 11. Usually it gives me 1. Whenever you get 10 grams of the water or the fish food in the fish land, you can water your crops / feed your fish. And there's like a lot of little things you can do to earn some more water. But the biggest thing they want is you to send links to friends. I found an issue with that. I'll explain in a bit. But if you see up at the top here, there's like a list of things like that's saying free. The thing is, when you start, they're all like, oh, pick your free gifts, and then they're like, they add up the total. They're like, oh, you gotta go and earn all of this money through the game. But lucky you, we've already like covered half the amount for you. And it does like the whole like bar filling, and it's like, oh, you were a return user, even if you're the first time using it. Here's like $20. Oh, we see that you've done this. Here's $5 more. And they keep adding it up, and it gets up to like 80% or 90%. And then you have to water the crops to finish it off. But so you got a lot for like inviting people, buying stuff. It's like, buy stuff and get free stuff. But there's a little trick that I've been doing. It's like, oh, you get to share. Oh, what? You said that you've stopped sharing it to your friends. Future me block this part off. But you don't have to send it to anyone. Oh, watch this. Pick one to claim Water Plus. Oh, it chose for me anyway. Congrats, you got the best offer. It's 400 grams of water. You need to get 100 coins to get the 400 grams of water. That seems like a lot. Don't worry, here's 90 of them. So now, oh, you only need 10 more. And then it's like, you get someone to click on the link. It's like, oh, here is 5 coins. You invite another one to get more. So you think it's like, oh, I only need to invite 2 people. Awesome. Nope. They now give you 3 coins. And then it's like, oh, well, next is 2, right? Nope, it's 1 coin. Oh, I have 1 coin left. I'm going to invite another person. Here's a half a coin. It's like... And the same with the watering. You see how quickly it's filling? Eventually, it's like water's 1%, water's 0.5%, water's 0.01%. And the same with like 20 cents to take them all. You harvest the wheat, and it's like, oh, here's 10 cents. It's like, awesome. Harvest the other one. Here's 5 cents. They keep dwindling it down. But the thing is, why not just tell us how many more harvests we need? How many more, like, water that you need to water it. This is a very classic like manipulation tactic. I can't remember what it's called. I tried looking it up. I might be making it up. I don't know. But it's like the whole like, oh, here's a lot. Oh, you're going to continue doing it? Here's a little more, less. And then here's a little less. And make you think it's like, oh, this is going to be quick. And then they like pull it back and it takes actually a long time. But why am I complaining about, like, the time? It expires in 148 days. Yeah, that's weird. So it's like the whole thing... Oh, and the browsing. Let's see what items are on the recommended page. A lot that I've already added onto my, well, sort of wish list. It's like, my daughter has a wish list. I wonder if it's because of her age. But, here, I'm gonna, this thing. Oh. That did it for me. Allow notifications to get special promotions, amazing discount, exclusive coupons, which I already get. No, I don't want that. So anyway, I really do not see any, like, oh, wish list this. Put this on your favorites. There's follow, but that's follow the store. Hey, that's kind of interesting. Why is... Oh, there is a video. That is interesting. I like that. So this is the issue. There's cool stuff on this site. But it's like, I add to the cart. Oh, my cart's full. They got sold out stuff that has a chance of being replenished. Oh, I was hoping the blank screen would pop up. Anyway.
So you're recording about Temu?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, it's like my main complaint is, like, majority of the stuff that's on the recommended page is already in my cart. So, it's almost pointless. And also there's, like, repeats of the same toys. So, doing it this way, they don't get your credit card. Takes a while to get the actual free stuff. Sometimes the item will be out of stock. But it's like, I've been doing this. Like, just get on like a few times a day. For like stuff like the water bonus, I've been trying to, what I've been doing, it's like, there's a code that you can do. And you could, like, send that to, like, stuff on Reddit and whatnot. As far as I know, that doesn't hack things. But there's one thing I noticed. I have gotten 3 friends that tried to send me links to different things and that are obviously hacked. And all 3 of these friends I have sent links to Temu for. So this person, I'm of course protecting their identity. But this person is a family. Not a family friend, not like friend. She's pretty much an ex mother-in-law. But we still have contact because the children. Alright, so she starts off with, "How are you? Hope you're doing well and enjoying life." And just like the basic, like, "Hey, how's it going?" I'm like, "Yeah, we're doing well. How's Al doing?" Al being her father. Now, I haven't got any updates on how he's doing, but he's not doing well at all. So, I asked how her father's doing. "I'm also doing pretty good, keeping ourselves from the virus. I have received my both vaccines." Kind of a red flag. She's not that good at typing, but she's not that bad. Like, she's not this bad at typing at all. "I really can't complain too much. Bills are getting paid and just trying to stay comfortable. Glad you are all good also. What are you up to these days?" So I'm like, hold on, how many? Oh, yeah. That was me asking how Al is doing was on April 21st, and she replied on May 1st. That's quite a jump. Which would also explain why I completely forgot I asked about Al. So, I replied with, like, my basic stuff, like what I'm doing, talk about my YouTube. And then I sent her the link for Temu because I knew she did Temu a bit and whatnot. So, I was like, "Oh, since you're active now." And, again, huge jump. Went from May 1st to July 13th. That's great. I'm glad to hear you are doing good. I'm doing great this days. Emojis. I can't remember if she uses emojis. I think she does. Just normal, watching our political system go down the drain. Which is typical for her? I was going to ask if you watch the news or notice a message in your mailbox at home about the Social Security Administration SSA program yet. So I thought she was going to complain about something, because that's what she does. And I'm like, not fully. How are they mucking it up this time? I'm like, I was not fully aware of what she was talking about. I had a small idea, but I'm used to her complaining about, like, politics and other stuff. So I thought she was going to be giving me some information of something that she read or something. But instead, she sends me these pictures of money in a box. And she goes on to say, well, they help eligible people to maintain a standard of living. I received 100,000 when I applied and don't have to pay back. Okay, this is the beginning of a scam. I even thought you have heard about it already. I think you need to check this out by contacting their claiming help desk. My reply is, money in a box. benefited from the program alongside a couple of my friends who are now living their best life. I guess that's what life is all about after such a huge blessing. I call it blessing because it isn't something one comes by often. How do you contact these people? She gives me a link. I'm not showing that. Click on the link and click on send messages. Tell the agent you heard about the program and you are ready to apply. Which friends of yours have done this, and why is money in a box? Because I told them I want it in cash. She's smarter than this. Sending money in a box is such a dangerous move, and she's like, yeah, I want the money being sent to me in a box. Why? Pineapples? So, it's just so ridiculously dumb. That was risky. How much is that? 100,000, which checks out. I was checking to see if she was going to change the amount on me. But I used the money to pay bills, loans, and I even invest. Now, as far as I know, she doesn't have any loans. Yeah, bills, of course. And investments? Knowing her, she'd be spoiling the grandchildren massively if she got that much money and had some left over after doing bills and payments and like probably even like doing a little bit of stuff for herself, like house supplies and whatnot. When did you get this? I got it early this month. What did you invest in? Crypto! She does not know what that is. She doesn't know what it is, and if she did, she wouldn't do that because that's risky. She would not put her money into something as flimsy as cryptocurrency. Also, she's not that technology like savvy in order to figure out how in the world to do crypto. Not saying anything bad about her because she is she's a nice lady, she's good. But she will never ever think about touching cryptocurrency. And I'm even planning to buy an RV. No, she's not. No. Nope. She would not get an RV. She does need an RV, and like I said, she would spoil other people before herself. Which crypto? Peggy also got the money. Also get the money. I would love you to also benefit from this program. They are much available right now. Text them. Who's Peggy? Paige Peggy. That's her name on Facebook. No last name? No, you're just going to give me her Facebook name. Tells me you don't know who this person is. Also, I contacted this person and she has not replied back to me. So knowing this is a scam, I asked if she contacted my wife. She already applied for it, I guess because I told her already. Setting the trap. Sprung the trap. And then she ends, have you text them. I stopped replying to her because when I brought this up to my wife, she kind of flipped out and was like, hey, stop replying to that, because even replying to the people can get you hacked. And not wrong. This next person also been sending links to Temu. She is a family friend. Her brother, you guys will know, Zephyr. He married Jerica, and Jerica already had like a couple kids, one of them being Dylan. Dylan had moved in recently with her son. So, you know what? I'm going to call her Dove, because that's what I'm going to be referring to her when I bring her up in other videos. So, Dove asks, how are you? I reply, I'm doing well. Dylan just moved in, having a ball with little Sage. She freaking replies with, that's okay, I was just wondering if you heard about IFC. Really? So, okay. Person you care about, you're just like, oh, that's okay. Yeah, that's a scam. But then, like, almost right away, she sends, that message wasn't from me. My account was hacked, but I fixed it. So, she got on real quick that her account was being hacked. Okay, this next guy, he is a friend, and also I've been sending him links to Temu, and apparently he was already doing it beforehand. So he sends message, hello, how are you doing? Doing well, you? Send me your phone number. Okay, I just got, it's like, oh, doing well, how are you? Send me your phone number. What? I've not been sending that stuff over the internet lately. I got something good and beneficial for you? Like what? Everyone, it's high school time. I want everyone to drop the year they graduated from high school. We're blessing 64 families getting this wrong. Laughing emojis. An ex-policeman, policeman emoji, lost his house emoji, and car emoji, and his girlfriend, girl emoji. What did he lose first? The winner gets 1K to 12K from FedEx company on this new week.
I know someone that works at FedEx. One of my uncles.
And then he sends with question marks. So, what the policeman lost first was this riddle. So he first demands for my phone number, and then he demands for like a answer to this dumb riddle. I'm like, yep, you're hacked, go away. So before I did this, I went ahead and looked up certain things about Temu. There's two major like red flags that I found. One being people talking about after they like use their credit card to order off Temu, they've found more like payments being used from Temu for stuff they didn't order. A TikToker by the name of Dimples Queenie Jennifer Farrington, the writer on Distractify, she says, like, being a woman in her 30s with 3 kids, she buys stuff from fake lashes to, like, learning puzzles or Barbie accessories on Temu. And Temu does, like, offer really cheap prices. And the question that's being asked is Temu a scam? The answer isn't clear. Technically, it isn't a scam app because the products you order from it will arrive at your doorstep, unless it gets lost in the mail. She's ordered several times from Temu, and the only complaint she has is that when the item sizes of certain products aren't accurately depicted in the photos, which is one of the things I've read. People order, like, one size, like, let's say it's extra large, and the clothing they get is a large size. And so they return it, and they get, like, an item returned, and it's the same size still.
Yeah. So my bank details got sold to the black market by Temu. I'm not fucking around right now. So they took $400, but it was in, like, really small portions for 2 months. So, like, once a day they would take out, like, $3. So, like, you don't catch on to it. And I kept getting messages from the bank I was with being like, suspicious activity. And I was just like, this is so bullshit. I'm not falling for this shit. Like, they just want me to click the link and then they can hack me. So anyways, I got like 5 of them. Just like, $100 been taken out. Like, is this you? Like, you need to reply yes or no, this is you or not. And I was just like, well, it's not me, but I'm not falling for. So eventually I was like, just like to mum, I think my card's been hacked. Like, because I couldn't buy something today. Like, my card wouldn't link up, and I was like, I'm so stupid. So I call them. I call my bank, and I'm just like, hey, like, I think my card, like, can I talk to, like, the fraud people? Like, someone's, like, hacking my card. And they're like, yeah, of course. And then I talked to them, and they were like, oh, God, okay, we've got 3 pages here of things that they have taken out of your account. Like, we're just going to go ahead and, like, claim that wasn't you. And I was like, what the fuck? And, like, all of them were from, like, different countries and, like, different people, because the black market people use, like, a different IP address or something. I don't know. And I was like, that is so awesome. What are they buying? They couldn't even tell me. They were just like, yeah, we don't know. Like, it's just the most random stuff ever. And I was like, okay, what do I do? And they were like, we're just going to have to send you a new card. And I was like, that's so awesome, because I'm actually going away on Saturday. Like, am I going to, like, what do I do? They were like, yeah, it's going to take, like, 5 to 7 fucking business days until, like, you get your card. And I was just like, cool. Moral of the story is, do not use Temu and don't put your fucking bank details into it. If you really want that $2 elf primer dupe, just buy the real thing. Or just use PayPal, honestly, because I can't really track that. But still, just delete it. I just, like, deleted Temu straight up. I didn't even take my details off. I was just like, fuck this shit. So, yeah, I'm just, like, waiting for my $400 back. And the fact that I was, like, on my private story, like, oh, my God, guys, my Temu came. Like, just shut up. Like, I just got scammed.
So, first of all, why is she in bed in her bra? That's weird. So, on TikTok, it said that she had $500 taken out of her bank account after shopping with Temu. Shayla says shortly after shopping with Temu, she had $500 wiped out of her account, and it happened fast. Similar to Thevia, Shayla says the debits were taken out in increments rather than one large purchase to avoid getting flagged by the bank.
Yeah. So my bank details got sold to the black market by Temu.
She's not lying. Currently, I'm going through the same thing. I don't know if it was because of Temu, but the situation happened right after I made some purchases from Temu. And I was already sketched about the website, but I've heard good stuff about it. But I checked my account, like, last Friday. I was at $1. $1. And I called my bank immediately. It happened like fast. I wasn't getting like monthly charges. It all happened at once, and they broke it down to like $23, $5, $1. Like, it was broken down, so my bank didn't tell me nothing. Next thing you know, $500 gone. And I just had gotten paid, so luckily I paid my bills. But I'm like, this is not a joke. Like, you have to be careful. And I watched my bank closely, so.
So, a few days after Shayla documented what she went through after shopping at Temu, Dimples Queenie took to the platform and explained why she was deleting the app.
Since I've ordered from Temu, and 48 hours ago I found out that my credit card information has been stolen. If you're on my live the other day, you would have heard me say, oh my gosh, what is this? American Express is trying to contact me about fraudulent charges. Well, yeah, there it was. And here's what it looked like on my statement. Now, I don't know what that company is, but I think it's funny that they listed a phone number to give them a call back. And they probably did that because they know that it's fraudulent, and when you call, they're probably going to ask you for your details. So I absolutely did not call them. I called American Express.
Yeah, so my bank details got sold to the black market by Temu.
She's not lying. Currently, I'm going through the same thing.
So right after that charge appeared on my card, my friend China sent me an article that says that Temu is selling your information to the black web, dark web, whatever. Right after that, I saw 2 other creators talk about how their information was stolen shortly after shopping on Temu. So since I have 85% of women that follow me, and I'm sure all of y'all like cute, cheap clothes, I'm just making this video as a warning. I'm not saying that it's Temu. I'm just saying that there's an article about it. I'm saying what happened to me shortly after shopping there. My identity was stolen, and there's 2 other people that I've at least seen that says that their identity has been stolen. So be careful while you're online shopping. If you're shopping, do not use your regular card. Use either, I don't know, maybe Afterpay. I heard that it's safer to shop with that, or use a credit card that you know will actually return your money if your identity is stolen. Thank God that I have American Express because they're actually returning my money. If this was my bank account, they probably would have wiped it out. I would never use my actual card to shop online. Not my bank account card. Nothing connected to my liquid cash.
She goes on to advise people to use virtual cards, which is a great idea. Once it's used, it's gone. I think the reason why I'm not being scammed like this is because I don't have money. But there's a little bit more than just credit card scams. According to the New York Times, a congressional investigation into Temu and Shein offered new insights into services that are delivering a deluge of cheap and little regulated products. What they're talking about is the report of them using slave labor. Now, no matter what part of the country or world you're in my opinion, slave labor is awful. It's sick. It's disgusting. You're using actual human beings without giving them their proper pay to get things cheaper. As far as I know, slave labor in China, especially certain parts of China, is okay. Especially children labor. They've done it so often. And matter of fact, if you look at almost anything in your household, I really doubt you can see this. Yeah, video quality is poor. But if you look up anything that's in America, it will say made in China. But if you look up almost anything that's made in America or sold in America, it says made in China. There's a reason, because it's cheaper to produce stuff in China because they use slave labor. This is not news or new news. Does that make it okay? Hell no! Slave labor is not okay no matter what. So, according to the New York Times, lawmakers are flagging what they say are likely significant violations of U.S. law by Temu, a popular Chinese shopping platform, accusing it of providing an unchecked channel that allows goods made with forced labor to flow into the United States. Now, as for the other, products that you buy every day, I am not sure on the logistics of, behind those things. But I do know China uses a lot of questionable techniques to make things cheaper. The report offered a particularly scathing assessment of Temu, saying there's an extremely high risk that Temu's supply chains are contaminated with forced labor. I kind of hate how they use the term contaminated. But what would be the term? I can't think of the actual term. My brain's not working like usual. Lawmakers have been pushing to close off the, I believe, Shein's shipping channel, which is called de minimis, which the de minimis rule, which exempts American tourists from duties on small purchases made abroad, has turned into a lucrative strategy for big retailers. Lawmakers said that they were troubled by what the bipartisan committee's investigation has uncovered so far, and that Congress should review import loopholes and strengthen forced labor laws. Temu is doing next to nothing to keep its supply chains free from slave labor, said Representative Mike Gallagher. At the same time, Temu and Shein are building empires around the de minimis loophole in our import rules, dodging import taxes and evading scrutiny on the millions of goods they sell to Americans. The report also contained new data showing that Temu and Shein make heavy use of the de minimis rule, together accounting for almost 600,000 such packages shipped to the United States daily. The shipping method allows retailers to sell their goods to customers at cheaper prices since they are not subject to duties, taxes, or government fees that apply to traditional retailers that typically ship overseas goods in bulk. So, I've also read people saying that it's possible that China's trying to bring down, local American stores, which, with how things are going in the world right now, I cannot argue with. I'm not going to say it's true, or even if it's remotely true, or if it's possible. I just have no argument against it. De minimis shipping also requires far less information to be disclosed about the products and the companies involved in the transaction, making it harder for U.S. Customs officials to detect packages with narcotics, counterfeits, and goods made with forced labor. Well, for one, how can you, scan? It's like, oh, this is made with forced labor. Now, narcotics and counterfeits, that makes sense. I mean, especially with how the site is run, with counterfeits. Like the first day, I bought a fake Black Lotus. Now I know that's not what they mean, but it's still possible you can buy anything that's counterfeit on the site. So, like I said in the first video, be careful what you buy. Make sure it's what it is that they're saying that they're selling. The number of de minimis packages entering the United States more than tripled between 2016 and 2021, when it reached 720 million. To further add to my comment earlier, both Shein and Temu have steadily taken market share from U.S. brick-and-mortar retailers and won over younger customers by investing in sophisticated e-commerce technology and offering hundreds more new products than competitors. Among teenagers, Shein was the third and most popular e-commerce site behind Amazon and Nike, according to a Piper Sandler report this spring. So, with the tactics they're doing, they are, really putting the squeeze on local retailers and even popular sites like Amazon. Aha! Lawmakers have been questioning their relationship with the Chinese government, as well as the company's ability to vet their supply chains to ensure they don't contain materials or products from, I'm going to fuck this up, Xinjiang, or Xinjiang? Last year, the U.S. imposed a ban on products from Xinjiang, citing the region's use of forced labor in factories and mines. So they're trying to get around the forced labor law by pretending that they're not doing it. Shein said in a statement that it had zero tolerance for forced labor and had a robust compliance system, including a code of conduct, independent audits, robust tracing technology, and third-party testing. We have no contract manufacturers in the Xinjiang region, it said. As a global company, our policy is to comply with the customs and import laws of the countries in which we operate. Temu did not respond to a request for comment. That looks shady. A laboratory test commissioned by Bloomberg News in November found that some Shein clothing had been made with cotton from Xinjiang. Shein didn't dispute these findings, but said in a statement to Bloomberg that it took steps in all global markets to comply with local laws and had engaged another lab or attained to test its materials. Temu told the committee that it had a reporting system that consumers and sellers could use to file complaints, and that it asked its sellers to sign a code of conduct specifying a zero-tolerance policy for the use of forced, indentured, or penal labor. Temu's code of conduct also says the company reserves the right to inspect factories and warehouses to ensure compliance. So it looks like Temu and Shein apparently is being investigated for forced labor laws. And again, I just reiterate, is it any surprise to anybody that this is going on? So if you don't like the fact that Temu allegedly is using forced labor laws, then don't buy from Temu. But then again, I'm not I'm not going to be like, oh, stop trying to bring down Temu, because it's looking shady. It really is. That's all I got on Temu. Personally, I'm starting to not fully trust the site or app. I've stopped like sending out like the actual links through Facebook because of the possible hacking there. I'm still doing the free stuff, but it's getting really tedious, like I had mentioned earlier. So it's just I'm no longer can be like, hey, here, try this. But before you use it, like hold on. I have a policy before. I have a policy before you do anything like Temu. Do your research, like your own research. Look at what everybody's saying, and then come to your own conclusion. If you feel unsafe about Temu, don't use it. If you're all like, yeah, I could see what yeah. But if you feel like it's safe and you can like spend like a few dollars on it, then go ahead. I'm just saying, I'm being a little leery with it now. So let me know in the what you think about Temu in the comments section down below. Have you had any bad runs with it? Are you only experiencing good runs with it? Let me know. I might do a follow-up on like comments, but I guess this is the last thing of Temu I'm ever going to do on my channel. So click on whichever thumb you think is appropriate for this video. Subscribe if you like to see some other more entertaining things that I do. And until next time, stay white and nerdy.